Hello students, welcome to my channel. Today's topic we are going to discuss about calculation correlation coefficient. But before we start that, let us look at some of the terms which we need to use in the calculation correlation coefficient. Okay, so the first term is variance. Variance, which is it is denoted by sigma square. So it is a measurement of the spread between numbers in the data set. It measures how far each number in the set is from the mean. Mean means the average. That means the centralmost, the average, the value in which all the other data are clustered around. Okay, so that means variance, it give us the measurement by how much is the spread of other data from the mean. Okay, so the variance of x is formula is 1 by n summation x square minus x bar square, and variance of y is 1 by n summation y square minus y bar square. Okay, and then another term is standard deviation. And then the standard deviation, it is a quantity expressing by how much the members of a group differ from the mean value of the group. Okay, a quantity which express how much the members of a group differ from mean value of the group. Okay, mean value of the group, say for example 10. Then that means how much the members of a group differ from 10. Okay, differ from 10. Like in the variance, how many members differ from 10, or how many members are far from 10. But in standard deviation, it shows us the quantity expressing how much the number of a group differ from the mean value of the group. So if the data points further from the mean, there is a higher deviation within the data set. So that means the farther the data, like suppose our mean is 10, and then other data are 2, 3, 5, 12, 15, 16, and so on. So this shows that the other data are far from the mean. Okay, so the farther the data from the mean, the higher the deviation is from, the higher the standard deviation. Okay, so standard deviation, the formula is sigma x is equal to under root 1 by n summation x square minus x bar square summation y, sigma y is equal to under root 1 by n summation y square minus y square. And then cof xy, another terms cof xy or covariance of x between x and y. It determines how much random variable vary together. Okay, so two variables, how much they are vary. That means how much x vary from y, or how much y vary from x. Whether they are vary in the same direction, that is the positive correlation, or whether they are vary in the opposite direction, or in the opposite direction, or the negative correlation, or whether it is unrelated correlation. So if cof xy equal to 0, that means they are not related at all. If cof xy is positive, that means they are vary in the same direction. Then if cof xy is negative, that is they are moving in the opposite direction, or they are related negatively. Okay, so this covariance, it determines us how much is the vary, or how much is the difference of x from y, or how much is different of y from x. Okay, so now we have learned about that. Let us now we have seen the different terms, variance, standard deviation, and covariance, and then they have their different formula. So let's suppose you are given this kind of a data, and then you are asked to find out the variance, standard deviation, and covariance. Okay, if you are given a data and you are find out variance, standard deviation and covariance. How you are going to do? We'll go first with the number 1, variance of x. We know the formula. I already asked you to by heart. So look at the formula. What the formula needs summation x square and then x bar square. So let us first find x bar square. X bar square, that means summation x equal to 18. Okay, 18. So x bar equal to summation x by n, which is equal to 18 by 3, since n is equal to 3, which is equal to 6, isn't it? So now we need x square. Isn't it? X bar we have got, now we need x square. So let's do x square. Let us do x square. So 3, 3, 9, 25, and then 100. So which is equal to 134. Okay, which is equal to 134. Now we got everything which the formula needs. Let us substitute in the formula. 1 by 3 summation x square is how much? 134 minus x bar is how much? 6 square. Okay, 6 square, which is equal to 44.67. That means 134 divided by 3 minus 36. So x variance of x equal to 8.67. Okay, so now question number 2 is to find the standard deviation of y. So we know the formula 1 by n summation y square minus y bar square. Okay, so we need y square. Let us calculate here y bar. Okay, that means first we have to calculate summation y. Summation y equal how much? 10, 12, isn't it? So y bar will be equal to summation y by n, which is equal to 12 by 3, which is equal to 4. So now we got y bar. So let's do with y square. Y square, 2 2s are 4, 4 4 16, 36. So summation y square equal 56. Okay, so now apply it in the formula. Remember the root. 1 by 3, 56 minus how much is 4 square. Okay, so it is 56 divided by 3 equal to 18.67 minus 16, which is under root 2.67. So sigma y equal to, and then you find out the root. Okay, find out the root. Now question number 3. That is cos xy. Cos xy, which is equal to 1 by n summation xy minus x bar y bar. Okay, x bar y bar. So which is equal to 1 by 3. Okay, 1 by 3. Now summation xy we haven't get, isn't it? So let us find out summation xy. That means x multiply y. That means this and this multiply this multiply this multiply this. So 3 2s are 6, 4 5 20, and then 60. So it is 80. Summation xy equal 86. Okay, so now let us apply in the formula. 86 minus 6 multiply 4, which is equal, so 86 divided by 3, you'll get 28.67 minus 4 multiplied 6 equal to 24, which is equal to 4.67. So our cof xy equal 4.67. Okay, so in case you are asked, you given this kind of a data and then you are asked to find out the variance, standard deviation and covariance, you can utilize the formula. Got it? Now let us come to the main topic, that is calculation correlation coefficient. So in correlation coefficient, we are measure the degree of relationship. Okay, correlation coefficient, it measures the degree of relationship between the two variables. So the statistician, to measure the degree, they use correlation coefficient. Got it? So let the two variables be x and y. So the formula, the coefficient of correlation is denoted by R. Okay, sometimes you'll see in some books it is sigma, sometimes it is R. So R xy, or it is written like this, R xy or R yx. Okay, remember, any variable on the right side is a dependent variable. Variable on the left side is an independent variable. So this correlation coefficient is equal to cof xy. Okay, cof xy by standard division of x and standard division of y, or sigma x sigma y, which is also, this we can interpret in this way and then this in this way. Okay, and then, or we can write in this form. So that means you can based on the data that you are given, you can utilize any of the part of the formula. You can use based on the, you can use either this formula, or this formula. Remember, you have to by heart the formula. Until unless you by heart the formula, you will not be able to solve the problems. Okay, so you have to know what data is given in the table or given in the question. So if covariance is given, standard deviation is given, then you can use this part of the formula. But if only value of x and y is given, then you can use this formula. Got it? This is the second part of the formula. And then if it is given x, y, or and then a standard deviation and of x and y, then you can use this formula. Got it? So now here our question here is, they are giving only x and y, the value of x and y. Value of x 3, 5, 6, value of y 2, 4, 8. Okay, they give us this two variables, the value of the two variables x and y. So we're looking at this two this data which is given to us. Now we understand that we have to utilize the second part of the formula. Okay, second part of the formula. Okay, so here correlation coefficient. Okay, this is correlation coefficient equal to 1 by n summation xy minus x bar y bar by standard deviation of x and standard division of y, 1 by n summation y square minus y bar square. Got it? Minus y bar square. So now let us find out the, so what the formula needs. Formula needs xy. That means we have to find out x and y. So 2, 3, 6, 20, 48. Okay, 2, 6, 20 and 40. So now we have to take the total sum of x and of xy, which is equal to 74. Okay, so now again we have the formula asks us to find out x bar. X bar, that means we have to find out first summation x. First summation x will be equal to 14. Okay, equal to 14. So let us write here in the corner summation x bar equal summation x by n, which is equal to 14 by 3, which is equal to 4.67, and then y bar. Okay, y bar, which is equal to summation y equal to 14 again. Okay, 14 by 3, which is again equal to 4.67. Okay, 4.67. Now we got summation xy, x bar, y bar. Now we need another part of the equation. It needs x square, summation x square, isn't it? X bar here we already got, y bar here already got, so we need x bar. Remember to solve from left to right, left to right, that means left to right. Okay, x bar, x square. So let's solve for x square. X square 9, 25, 36, which is equal to 70, and then let's solve it for y bar or y square. Y square equal to 4, 16, 64. Okay, which is equal to 84. Got it? So summation y square, summation x square. So now we can apply in the formula. Got it? 1 by 3, n is 3, summation xy is how much? 74. 74 minus x bar is 4.67, y bar also seems 4.67, and then under root 1 by 3, summation x square is how much? 70 minus x bar is 4.67 square. Okay, and then again 1 by 3, how much is summation y square? 84 minus 4.67 square. Got it? So let us continue in the other page. Okay, so now we'll continue in the other page, which is equal to, first you better write the straight line. So which is equal to 74 divided by 3, you will get 24.67, and then these two multiply together, you will get 21.81. Okay, and then 7 by 3, remember root is still there. 70 by 3, you will get 23.33 minus 21.81. Okay, root is still there. 28 minus 21.81, which is equal to, this minus this, you will get 2.86 under root, this minus this, you will get 1.52. Again, this minus this, you will get 6.19. Okay, 6.19. So now you multiply these two both. Since they are like them, you can multiply them like them, so that means they are square root. This also square root, this is also square root, so you can multiply them together, you will get 9.41. So 9.41, so you will get 2.86 by 3.07, which is equal to 0.931596. our correlation of coefficient is 0.93, so it is less than 1. Got it? So this is if you are given a certain data and then you are asked to find a correlation coefficient, then you have to check first what kind of data you have in hand, and then which formula you need to apply. Okay, see you next time. Bye.